Welcome, you guys. So glad to see your faces. Just got back from Salt Lake City. It was amazing, as always. And before we get into talking about all the new products, I just want to talk a little bit about the convention and how Linnell knows. Linnell's gone every year, and Wendy has gone every year. Beverly's gone quite a bit. And it was just what I needed. After these last few years, all of us need it. The communion with people, it was so great. And the convention is always so positive. There's amazing keynote speakers, and we just learn so much, and it's such a great environment. And I really encourage you, and the goodies you get. I mean, what is it? It's $139 if you register for next year's convention. It's an early bird price, I think until the 25th, Wendy?
Yep.
And so if you can get your ticket now, guys, I recommend it. The convention will be September 13th through the 16th of next year. And it is so worth it. I'm telling you, yeah, you have a hotel, but you can share a hotel room with somebody. And you've got meals, but what Doterra really does everything just right. And all the goodies you get are amazing. Of course, we always get backpacks. So we got a beautiful new Doterra backpack with a gorgeous journal, like a notebook in it. And so just the swag alone is worth the $139, seriously. So in addition to that, we got gardenia. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. And it's in a roller ball and a 10 mil gardenia. Then they also gave us a bottle of the new Hope, because they changed Hope just a tad. And now when you buy a bottle of Hope, you'll actually get some PV for it. So even though I think 80% of the proceeds go to the Doterra Healing Hands Foundation. So before, you didn't get any PV. So they changed that. So they gave us a bottle of that. And then they also gave us, let's see here. A box of Doterra wipes, On Guard wipes, right? So we can stay clean. And then they usually give us birch oil every year. Well, those of us who bought convention kits, they didn't have the birch oil in time. And so they'll be shipping that out to all of the convention goers. So I encourage you guys, just the goodies alone is so worth going, and the connection with everybody. So on that note, let's get into the products. So I'm just going to show you a couple of things that we got first before we get into the Metapower, and then Wendy is going to share all the different oils that we have that are new. So we have these little shampoo and conditioner bars. They come in these little boxes, okay? And so really small, and the shampoo is a little round bar, and then the conditioner is a square bar, so you know the difference, right? Because it would just be my luck. It's like, which one is which, right? And so for me, traveling in my van, these are ideal because they don't take up any space. Even though I have, the little travel thing of our shampoo and conditioner, this is just great. So I haven't had a chance to use it yet. I used my regular shampoo and conditioner, but I can't wait to use it. So that's a really neat little thing. And I think a lot of people are really conscientious about all the waste that goes from all the packaging for that. So I'm so glad Doterra joined the ranks of being sustainable like that. So that's a really cool thing. The other thing that they came out with is the On Guard, and they came in a hand sanitizing gel. So now we have the spray and we have the gel. And the gel goes a long way. You only need a little dab. So just to let you know, because we got way too much on our hands, and we literally shared it with 3 people because it was just too much. So
Kimberly, what's the size of that new sanitizer gel?
It is 1.6 fluid ounces, so 50 ml.
I can't wait to try that with the apple in it. That looks awesome.
Oh, no, this is the sanitizer gel. You don't want to put this on your food.
No. It has apple in it.
Oh,
apple pectin. It's moisturizing.
When you were saying apples, I'm thinking of On Guard apples. Yes, it's great stuff, you guys. It's really good. It's not sticky like most of the gels. So they did a good job. So, okay, so those two items. And Wendy, do you want to start with the oils or do you want me to start with the MetaPWR?
Go ahead and start with Metapower because I think we'll start with the drama first.
Okay, start with the drama.
Yeah.
So the MetaPWR, you guys. So this is day 3. I just started it and I feel very energetic for sure, but I've also been taking liver capsules, organic grass-fed liver capsules. So I'm not sure which one is doing it, but I will tell you this. I couldn't believe how well I slept. I didn't wake up at 3:30 like I have almost every night on this trip. The first night I took the MetaPWR packet. So it comes in a little packet like this. I slept till 5:30 a.m. and I went to bed at like 9:30. So that was amazing. So I really slept wonderful and I feel good. So I'm anxious to see results. So let me tell you about the 3 different, it's a system, number 1, MetaPWR System. I had a couple people said, oh, I just want to get the Metapower Oil, but it works all together. Now, let me explain. The Metapower Oil is basically a reformulated Slim and Sassy. All right. Slim and Sassy was a great product and they wanted to play with it when they started pulling the system together with the ratios and of the oil. So it's the exact same oils that were in it before, but they just played with different ratios. So they made 3 different ratios and they tested. They did a double-blind placebo study on people for a duration of 2 weeks with 15 participants. And using this and the MetaPWR, they did a placebo. They've tried the Slim and Sassy, then they tried a second blend, and then the third blend, which now became our MetaPWR. And what they did is they had everybody hooked up to glucose. They were glucose monitoring them. So every 15 minutes, they could read where their blood sugar was, right? And so by being on this MetaPWR, you could not believe how much it evened out their blood sugar. And that's really key. And, you know, we've got some amazing doctors on our staff and the scientists that work with this stuff. And Dr. Stevens, she was just saying, this is so amazing, you guys, because when you have blood sugar spikes that go up and down all the time, it's really hard on your body. I did not realize that, you know, and I know a lot of people that will skip breakfast or, oh, I don't eat lunch. I just wait till dinner. And I'm like, but aren't you starving? Oh, hell yeah, I'm starving. It's like, that is the worst thing you can do for your body. And
I love the car analogy she used.
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes.
It's like you're driving 100 miles an hour and then jumping on the brakes and then driving fast again. And how it wears out your car is like how those spikes and valleys affect your body. I loved that. Like I could really relate.
Totally. And it's key. And I never really thought of that until they explained that concept. And so it's so important to keep our blood sugar levels, you know, even. So we have the 15 ml, and I will tell you, I really love it because I was not a big fan of Slim and Sassy. It was a little too strong for me. I'd use it periodically, but whatever they did here is so much better. And I put 3 drops in my bottle of water and I love it. And I drink it all day long. So you've got the 15 ml. Then you also have, they made beadlets. So what a great way to get these in your system. You just have them in your pocket if you don't have your water and just pop a beadlet. So you've got a MetaPWR beadlet. And then you also have the MetaPWR Gum. Okay, so you can chew that. So there's 3 different ways to get this MetaPWR into your system. And again, now this is the blend. So there's 3 different parts to this system. The blend is the first part, which is the oil. And the oil comes in the beadlets, the gum, and the oil. You can take it internally. They talked about putting it in a diffuser as well. So it'll just kind of, you know, help with those cravings, the food cravings. And then another thing they said is you can rub it on, like when you're dry brushing your skin or, you know, putting it on your thighs, which we used to do with the Slim and Sassy to just kind of help with the cellulite, helps break down fats. So that's the first part. And you take that, you drink it all day, whatever. So then the second part, and that's called the blend. The second part is called the, oh, I completely forgot. They also made soft gels. Yeah, I forgot the Slim and Sassy, the MetaPWR soft gel. So that's another way. So if you don't like, sometimes people don't like the taste of things, you can take them in a gel and swallow them. Okay. So that's the other way to get it into your system. So then the next part.
Can I
Yes?
interrupt you just for a sec? What's the dosage on the soft gels? Do you know what it is?
Well, it's 1 to 3 a day.
Okay.
You know, because it's just like Slim and Sassy, it's just a capsule. So,
Okay.
you know, if you need more, you can take it. But generally probably one with each meal, and you get 90 soft gels in the bottle. So that would indicate to me it's a month's worth. So one with each meal per day. Okay, great question. So that is that part. So the second part of the MetaPWR is the MetaPWR Assist. Now, this is also a supplement. It's a capsule and it has herbs and oils in it. So it's just a small, very small little capsule, super easy to swallow. And the MetaPWR Assist has a bunch of herbs and nutrients in it. And the most outstanding herb in it is mulberry leaf extract, okay, which has been shown to reduce carbohydrate digestion by like 42%. So it's pretty incredible. So I took this with my heavier meal of the day, which had carbs. I had a sandwich and some stuff. So when I'm eating a bunch of carbs, then I took one. So they say one of these a day. And so it's just going to help even out, instead of just assimilating those carbs really quickly, and then you have that blood sugar spike up, which is what carbs do. This helps to kind of calm it down and enzymize it, I guess. So if that's a word, so that you don't have that spike, and it evens it out. So you digest the carbs a little bit slower. So you have more constant blood sugar level with it. Does that make sense? Okay. Any questions so far on those two products?
I think this is the one also, Kimberly, that I remember they were talking about feelings of being sated, right? Not having cravings at night or being hungry in between. So it stretches out the carbs, but it's also that sensory feeling of feeling satisfied.
Yes, exactly. And that, along with, they call the gum the satiated gum. So it helps you also with cravings. So those two together, absolutely. So then the last part of it is the MetaPWR Advantage. And it comes in a box in sachets. And so that's what the sachets look like. And you just put the sachet. I'll tell you, since I've been on the road, I didn't have a shaker bottle. Everybody was using shaker bottles, but I do have these little mason jars with the lid. So I just fill up the mason jar and then put my little packet in there and just shake it up, and then I drink it. And to be honest, I was a little nervous. I'm funny about drinks and stuff. I pretty much drink water or wine, you know, it's just that. So if it's, and my matcha in the morning. And so I was worried that it's going to have a sweet, you know, kind of a fake taste or whatever. It's amazing. It just tastes citrusy and I love it. It's not too sweet. It's not sour. It's perfect. It's super easy to drink. And I was shocked. Honestly, I was really shocked. So I've been having, this is my third day of this and I'm loving it. And they also recommend to take this with your heaviest meal of the day. So if you eat a big breakfast, take it then. If you eat a big lunch, take it then, or, you know, dinner. But I want to feel the energy. So this packet is amazing, though. This is a collagen supplement. All right. So they really got on the bandwagon with the other MetaPWR Assist. That's helping with, with all of your cravings and your blood sugar and all that. The collagen is so key for feeling better and kind of backward aging, so to speak. That seems to be such a buzzword these days, anti-aging. I kind of don't like that word, but everybody that's started taking this just says, I can't believe how good I feel. I just feel good. And their skin, some of the testimonials, that we saw. Their skin, they saw a huge difference in the way their skin was feeling, that their body wasn't aching, because it affects so much. And our absorption rate. So people will go, okay, well, I already take collagen. Well, I think you guys who've been around doTERRA know how diligent they are on making things bioavailable to our bodies. Like the lifelong vitality and all of our supplements are bioavailable, so our body can utilize them. They did the same thing with the MetaPWR, and that's why it's in a powder form. And there are 9 unique collagen types in here. Okay, it's not just one collagen type. It's got 9 different collagen types. So it's good for your skin, it's good for your connective tissue, it's good for your bones, it's good for strengthening blood vessels and improving just overall vitality with it. So they support, each collagen in it supports a different body function. So they were brilliant. And with this packet, they were saying that it's 12, the absorption rate is 12 times the absorption rate of other collagens. So it's, and it tastes good. So any questions on that at all?
Hey, Kimberly, how many pouches come in the box?
30.
Okay.
So you have a full month. So with the kit, or the set, I should say, the system, you'll get a box of this, and you'll get your MetaPWR, you'll get your all 3, the Assist and the Advantage. It's hard to remember all these. Assist, Advantage, and Blend. You'll get them all. And the price point will be $179, and you get 150 PV for it. So I thought that's really, really good. And so that takes care of all your collagen needs. And so people are losing weight that aren't even trying to lose weight. And then
I saw pictures of Ange Peters. I don't know if you guys have seen her.
I know her.
I mean, she looked great before
She
this,
did.
but you know, they had the diamonds take it for 30 days.
Yep.
And the before and after on her, I thought was amazing.
Yes.
I didn't think she could look better than she did, but you know what I noticed is this stuff. I noticed this stuff, and I noticed just the tone of her skin.
Didn't you notice that with Emily Wright too? Her skin looked gorgeous.
Right?
Yep. Yeah,
just in 30 days. It's incredible.
Right. So the Assist is the pills in the jar, right? How many of those pills? Is it just 30, 1 per each day?
Okay, so the Assist is 30, yes, 1 per each day, okay. And then the MetaPWR, the soft gels are 60. I mean 90, I'm sorry, 90, so 3 per day. So you can take it in whatever form you want. Now, I will tell you this, October 1st is when it all comes on sale, if you weren't able to get a convention kit. And they will sell it in the kit only, I mean, in the system only. And if you want, like, if you want to just buy more sachets, because some people are taking more than 1 sachet a day, the collagen. And so if you want to buy more, you'll have to wait to the first of the year to buy them separately. They're not going to be breaking them out separately until the first of the year. So
one more quick question.
Sure.
I'm curious. I heard a rumor that the convention kits are going to be available again. Is that?
Well, they're sold out right now. And so they're talking about, they should be available for the post-convention tour. So if you're able to go to a post-convention tour, and unfortunately we don't have one very close to us in Reno this year.
I think it's Santa Clara.
Yeah, Santa Clara, and then Las Vegas, which is 8 hours, you know, so.
No, we should put together a big caravan to take one of your rigs down to Santa Clara.
When's the dates, Kimberly?
You know, I don't know offhand. I thought, oh, Santa Clara, really? Because it's probably 5 hours away.
I don't know. It's October 29th is Santa Clara.
When's Las Vegas?
Las Vegas is, let's see here. Where's Vegas? I just had it. Vegas is November 19th.
Okay.
And then there's also one in Phoenix, which is Anaheim, California also. And that's October 15th. but those are the closest ones to you guys. And there is Orlando for our Florida people. But if you can get to it, they will offer, they always have the convention kits. Now, you won't get the gardenia and you won't get the birch and you won't get the hope. So those are for showing up, so they really, I tell you, they really do it right. They treat you right. And I know many of you, it was difficult to get this year, but I want to see all your faces next year. It was kind of weird not having my whole team there this year, but it was good. The people that did go really benefited, and they were like, oh my God, this was so good. I'm so glad I came. So, So anyway,
this system, is it in addition to, say, like the daily vitality pack? I mean, is this replacing something? Can it be used alone?
Great question, Barbara. That's a great question. So the Lifelong Vitality is the supplement. It is a whole food supplement. So this does not replace the Lifelong Vitality.
Okay.
If you're taking the Lifelong Vitality and it's doing you good, I would stick with it, because this system works better with a healthy body.
Okay.
And that's what they said. They showed two different people at convention, one that was overweight and didn't exercise regularly and drank a lot of coffee and whatever. And the dosages were a little bit different for him. And, and they recommend when you're doing the system to, just be aware. It's like when you're doing a cleanse, you try to eat a little healthier, right? You're just a little more conscientious, but you don't have to quit doing anything else. I still had my glass of wine the other night and, whatever, but everybody that's taken it just loves it. And they're just different stories.
Different too, probably. Yeah. Depends on your current health, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And
So
everybody's different. Everybody's deficient in certain nutrients, and everybody needs to get themselves into that sufficiency phase with other supplements, and then try, the MetaPWR. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
that's what the term MetaPWR means. It's just another layer, like a
Correct.
layer. Health.
Correct. Yeah. Your supplementation, and the LLV has our vitamin D and our vitamin B, and and the whole foods and all the greens and our omegas and all of that. Oh, I do want to mention something now that I've just mentioned omegas. So our collagen source is from fish. So I want you to know that it's from several different marine life. So a couple of people were a little concerned about that. There is no shellfish in it, Danelle, because I know you've got a shellfish allergy. But there is, I believe, there's 4 different fishes. Oh God, I thought I wrote it down.
Is krill one of them?
Krill, no, it wasn't krill. Let's see, I have them here.
It's also tested for heavy metals, which I really appreciate.
Yes.
Yeah. And no preservatives, no soy. I mean, they listed all kinds of things that most people are concerned about. Shellfish, pesticides, gluten, no dairy, no preservatives, no sugar. So kind of
I loved learning about this and how meticulous they are with their formulations, in that the collagen form that they use is short tripeptides instead of the long strands of collagen, because collagen can be a huge molecule, but it makes it harder to digest, harder for our bodies to use. So this is very short, very easily assimilated molecules that help our bodies to just boost back to where our levels used to be. The NAD and NAD plus that's in it is a cofactor so that it helps our body to process the collagens and absorb it even better. And
that's great to
one
hear.
of the things that I wasn't aware of was that our bodies drop off in its manufacture of NAD from when we're 25 onward. So, it's not that it's a non-renewable thing, but our bodies simply don't make it anymore at a certain point. So,
Yeah.
now
Yeah,
I
thank you.
understand a little bit more of what's going on.
That's a really great addition to what we're talking about. And we also talk about often collagen and how the body doesn't make collagen as readily as we get older, but we know that we can stimulate collagen production. So one of the things I'm curious to know is if this product will help us stimulate our own levels of collagen production. We
Kinda
have,
like
we have
Mom.
lots to learn.
The
Yeah.
Euro Palm helps
Yeah.
us that. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So
So
it
we
is.
have lots to learn about this, but I think it's a
We do.
great place to start for a lot of people.
Are all you ladies taking this right now? This meta?
Kimberly
sorry?
is.
I'm taking it. Yeah.
You are taking it? Kim? Anybody else take?
Not yet. Nobody
Not yet.
could get
Nobody-
it. This
I
Okay.
early.
haven't gotten my hands on it yet.
Okay. I'm just
Yet
curious.
is the key word.
Yes. October 1st. October 1st.
That's
So,
right. Oh, but
yes.
I didn't, they'd been to convention like you, so.
Yeah. Well,
we didn't know.
there is advantages to going to convention. Yeah. And they just couldn't go this year. So I really encourage you to do that. And also I just thought I'd let you know, we didn't want to dive in too deep today on the Metapower because we're going to do a class just on it, but we
Okay.
want to introduce it to you so you guys know how powerful it is. So we'll give you the date at the end of class today. Linnell, thanks for your
Yeah.
add-ons. It was great
Great.
stuff. So, all right.
Great. Okay. Well, thanks, Kimberly, for that. And, you know, nothing takes the place of being at convention, but some of us did buy a virtual ticket. So I was able to see the product reveal. So Julie Muhilly and I got on a Zoom call together and we watched and it was a lot of fun. And it sounds like, Linnell, you got a chance to have a couple of days. So please feel free to jump in and fill in any of the blanks. I'm going to just go over quickly some of the oils that are going to be introduced as of October 1st. And it sounds like they all have a place in your oil bag. So the first one we're going to talk about is called Super Mint. And it's a blend of mint oils. It's got 4 different sources of mint. There's a Japanese peppermint that's in there and a spearmint. And was it a bergamot and a peppermint? I think those were the 4. And they come in a touch form, a 15 ml, and beadlets. And just like what we love about peppermint, right? There's a cooling effect and it helps to open up your airways, support your respiratory system, your digestive system. So just a lovely addition to what we already know about the benefits of peppermint. And I think for some people, peppermint itself is kind of a strong oil. So this sounds like it'll be a little bit more mellow. Is that what you thought, Kimberly, when you tried that one?
Yeah, to me, it had a lot more spearmint flavor than anything. That was what overpowered it for me. So a lot of people prefer spearmint to the peppermint. I prefer peppermint to spearmint. So, but it's lovely, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. And all of these mint oils are sourced in India. And what I really loved was knowing that there were 16,000 farmers that were supported through our participation in these farms, and it increased their income by 40%.
Wow.
So it was really terrific. And then they showed this really beautiful school and orphanage that teaches the children some life skills, such as sewing and computers, but they even have a distillery, an oil distillery in the school, which I thought was really fun. So it's the next generation.
No,
It's
right in
teaching
their own
them how to
village.
do it. I
So-
love that.
all be automatically employed. I mean, it's Doterra is just, I can't say enough about what an amazing company they are, you guys. It brings
Well,
me to tears.
I
Truly.
know they come from a place of love, whether it's loving their customers or loving these communities that they're working with. And it's just something that we should all take into our own heart and share with others. Okay,
Absolutely.
so the next one I'm going to have a hard time pronouncing. So it's guacawood, G-U-A, guacawood. Okay, so there's that. Let's see if I can. It was 5 years in the making, and it comes from the Chaco forest, and it's a 90% sesquiterpene alcohol. And this is a native forest. There's only 2 trees that are harvested every 2 years, what I understood. The wood, when they cut the trees down, is got this really beautiful blue color, almost like an indigo, becomes oxidized. It's gorgeous. And the environment that it grows in, it's a sea level forest. So evidently the soil has a unique microbiome that of course then is absorbed by the tree and that we can participate in, we can enjoy that. And the soil actually has kind of a salty, it's kind of salt because it was at sea level. It has a smoky and sweet aroma, and I can't wait to try it as a perfume. They had a perfumer there that was talking about the benefits of using that in her perfume. So good for meditation, calming, grounding, just what you would think of with those woodsy oils. And then again, used for perfume. Anything else that you want to add, either Linnell or Kimberly, anything that you can think of for that?
Oh.
I loved that we finally, so this is a very, very closely related tree to Palo Santo, which a lot of the, yoga teachers and meditation teachers have started burning in meditation or, otherwise using, and it is all really horribly sourced so that it's depleting
Right.
forests around the world. This is in Paraguay, and we actually have cattle in Paraguay. So I perked up when I heard that this one was from the forest near where our cattle are. And it is indeed at sea level. And if you guys ever saw the movie A Play in the Fields of the Lord, those massive waterfalls that they fly the plane in front of and around, that's where the 3 different countries drain down into and through those falls into Paraguay.
Wow.
And so it's really lowland and absolutely marine soils. But this is sustainably harvested. And they explained that they cut the trees off just above the ground level. And you can see that the sprouts start regrowing right away from those stumps. And that the new growth on those trees as they regrow actually uses up way more carbon dioxide than the old growth trees.
Wow.
So the way it's being harvested is actually helping with, the carbon levels in our atmosphere too. So
Great.
I
Great.
love learning about
Love
that.
it. Love it. And so this oil is only $20 for the 15 ml bottle, and you get 20 PV for that. So that's definitely going on my LRP.
Oh, and I'll tell you, the aroma is just, it kind of reminds me of a combo of like frankincense, sandalwood, and just a hint of rose, I think, or some, because it just has a little sweet hint, and it's just very, very mild, but it's lovely. And I was actually shocked at the price point, because after they showed us how they do the trees, Linnell, and I'm thinking, oh my God, this is going to be an expensive oil. And they were like 20, and I'm like, yay, because it's just really nice.
Is the oil blue, Kimberly?
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, once they when they first cut the tree and they let the tree dry out, the center of the tree turns blue, and then as it dries out completely, the blue goes away. So it's not like our yarrow palm that when it's distilled, the chamazoline comes out of our blue oils.
And I wanted to know, is this one that's only topically and aromatically, or can you take it internally too?
I think it's just topically and aromatic.
Okay, that's the impression that I got during the review. Okay. Yeah. Okay, great. Okay, let's go into the next one. So the next one I have in my notebook was the Spanish sage.
Oh.
I can't wait for that. Does it smell like Nevada after rain?
You know what I got out of it, and I need to smell it again. You know how sometimes you have something on your brain and you smell it, and you get a different hint each time you smell it. It smells a lot like rosemary. I smelled rosemary in it. It was crazy. And so then the second time I smelled it, I smelled more sage, but it's beautiful. It's lovely. And it is a wonderful oil.
Okay,
I
great.
can't wait to smell that.
Yeah.
So it was recommended to take internally to support your cognitive function. And it's relaxing and uplifting. You could use it with dry brushing, supports your memory, concentration and focus. And then there was also a note here in my notes that you could use it with frankincense and peppermint, which sounded like a really pretty combination.
Yeah.
I don't have a price on that one. I don't know if anybody else knew.
I probably have it in my photos somewhere, but I don't have it on the top of my brain.
Oh, that's okay. We won't. If you want to look it up, great, and we'll just catch up with it later. The next one is interesting, kind of similar in a way to the supermint oil, is eucalyptus, and they're creating a blend of different types of eucalyptus. So they have 5 different species of eucalyptus coming from 3 countries. And it says it's got a lot of benefits. It's similar to what they've done with frankincense oil, where they've made a blend. Copaiba is a blend. Lavender is a blend. And although they didn't say this during convention, but it just kind of made me curious about our pharmaceutical grade lavender that we have. And so doTERRA has been able to create a product that's exactly the same month to month. And when you consider all of the variables in nature between soil quality and air and water and sunlight, and how that's going to affect the growth of a plant, it's going to make a product that's slightly different from month to month. But they've kind of figured out, they've cracked the code to make a consistent product. Now, to me, it doesn't matter to me if, frankly, if lavender is pharmaceutical grade. It's a beautiful product regardless. But it matters if you're going to be using it for research and you want to have that same bottle do the same thing from lot to lot to lot. And so I wondered, if that's the path that we were going on. Nobody said that, but it's just kind of a train of thought that I had. Okay, so eucalyptus blend, 5 different eucalyptus plants. So you're getting more consistent chemistry across all the times of year, across growing conditions, sourcing sustainably. It's just a wonderful way to create consistency with the product. And I have $21 for that and 21 PV. And then I have in small letters here, spa moment. So it really must be a beautiful aroma and create kind of a spa.
One of the things too, Wendy, that they said, why they're creating it and using different blends, it still has the Eucalyptus radiata, which is what we had prior. And now it's got the cochii and the loxless, the globulus, and the polybractea eucalyptus. So what happens here too is when we rely just on one plant, if there's a bad year, or a crop doesn't come out well. So by blending it, they have a much more consistent result, and we're not going to run out of the product, because you all know, like Roman chamomile a few years ago, right? And then vetiver, we couldn't get vetiver for a while because, of weather conditions and different. So it's smart that they do this.
Right.
And also the sage, the Spanish sage, it's 29.
Okay.
So anyway.
Those are the oils. Those are the ones that we have to look forward to. And we do have a date for a review of the metabolic system, Metapower. And we will meet on Tuesday, October 4th at 5 o'clock Pacific and 8 o'clock Eastern in the evening. I think it's going to be a great opportunity for you to perhaps think about how you might benefit from some of these products, whether it's the blend, the assist, or the, what's the other word, advantage, where you are with all this, and maybe think about lifelong vitality and how that fits into your wellness plan. So bring your questions, have an open mind, and we'll see you on October 4th.
You said that was 5 o'clock, Wendy?
Pacific.
Okay.
Yep.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Great, you guys. Well, it was good to see all your faces.
Look at Danelle. She's putting it on her calendar right now.
It's lovely.
Way to go, girl.
If you don't schedule it, it doesn't happen.
That's right. That's totally right.
Put it on the calendar.
Nice
Thank
to see you,
you.
everybody. Thank you so much for joining
It was
us.
great seeing everybody. Linnell, we'll get together, my dear.
Let's do it. It's ridiculous how close we live to not see each other. There's just no excuse.
No. So reach out to me next week if you don't hear from me. Bug me, please. I need that.
If you're around on Sunday, come to Circle.
I might be in Lake Tahoe. If I'm not,
Okay. Okay.
I'll reach out.
Okay.
Kimberly,
Sounds good.
enjoy. Are
Thank you
you
so
at
much,
Bryce?
ladies.